Hello guys, it's Rin here. We'll do a quick rundown today on how to choose a server on DayZ for PlayStation. So let's just have a quick look here. When you first come on, your favorites screen at the top right there, highlighted in red. This list will be empty, so you will be adding your favorites later. If you press R1, you'll go across to official, and then R1 again, you'll go across to community. The difference between official and community is that official is how the game was developed by the developers, and it's just vanilla. It's a straight up game, very realistic, no unusual mods, nothing other than what the developers have put into the game. If you go to community, they can be fantastic or they can be really bad. So it's a bit of pot luck of what you're going to get. There's a wide variety between full-on PvP, deathmatch type games, to right through to pure player versus environment only, and anything in between. So yeah, there'll be all kinds of different servers in there. One's just for people with autism, or one's for solo players, or one's for if you want to do role play. So all different kinds. So you never know what you'll get in there. So I recommend that beginners start with official, and you're going to look for a really low pop server. So now we're on the official list. You can see there's nothing on that list is highlighted in red. So the cursor is actually over on search by name. So we're just going to go through that section first. That's the filters. And we're going to go down to where it says map, and we're going to click on X to change that. We're going to make sure it's on Chernarus to start with, because Chernarus is the easiest for beginners. And then we're going to go down with our arrow to region, and we're going to change that to whatever region you're in. Americas, Europe, or Asia. Australia and New Zealand, etc. are all in Asia. Okay, so then that's my region there. So then you're going to press square to refresh the servers, and that will make sure that your filters are applied to all of those servers in the list on the left. Now I'm going to go across to the list by tapping my left trigger, and then I'm going to go down the list by pushing the down arrow. So you can see, like, we've got 26 out of 60 players on this server. The players are listed on the right. Then 9 out of 60, 22 out of 60, 3 out of 60, and so on. Okay, so that's all the different servers for Asia. So we'll start at the star. The star means that it's been favorited or not favorited. You can change the star by pressing R3. So you can take that off our favorites list or put it on our favorites list. And so that will add it back on to this part at the top there where it says favorites. Okay. Now, the next part, this one has keyboard and mouse. So that means that you can actually play this server with a keyboard and mouse. All the other ones don't have it. Okay. Now then, next to that is, it says 0027. That's the server number. Well, that's something you want to remember which server you're actually on, because all the servers will have their own individual numbers. So you can write that down, or you can just add this to your favorites. Then the next part is Asia Pacific, so that's where the server's hosted. And then there'll be 2 letters next to that, and that's, this one says SY, that means Sydney, This one down here says TO, that means Tokyo. Then this one down here says SG, that means Singapore. And then we can go to the next page by going down here, or we can press left and right. Okay. So that will change which page we're on. So that shows how many servers there are in total. 36. The next part, which, see, this one's got nothing after SY, whereas this one's got first person only. So this will put you in either a first person server or a third person server. And the character is tied to either first person or third person. So your first person character can't go in a third person server, and your third person character can't go in a first person server. However, your first person character can jump from one first person server to another first person server. Okay? The problem with that is that it will move you to a different position on the server. That can be both a problem and a benefit. So, say you're stuck somewhere because of some bug and you can't get out, or you've built yourself into your base and there's no way to get out of your base because you've messed up and you don't have another axe to chop your way out. Well, then you can actually just log out, pick a different server, pick a different first-person server, log into that one, and it will move your position so you get out of that bind you've put yourself in and you're not stuck there for the rest of your life. Okay, so first person to first person or third person to third person, but you can't jump from first person to third person. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and choose a low pop server. So we'll go with this one with only 2 pop, this third person server. Okay, now what you need to remember to do is if you go into that server, before you go in, press R3 so you favourite it, so that next time when you go to log in, you can just go to your favourites at the top, and that one will be in your favourites list. And I recommend that you only favourite one third person and one first person server to begin with, and just use those 2 servers to begin with, because that way you won't always be getting messed up with which server you're in and getting moved all around the map and not knowing where you are. Okay, so let's go into this third person server. 0 pop. And see there it says your timer is prolonged and your position might be altered due to a server change. So my character was logged into a different server and now I've changed servers, so I'm going to be moved to a different position. Now the different position spawns aren't the same spawns that you'll have when you actually first load into the game. So when you first load into the game, you'll spawn at the coast. When you change servers, you'll spawn in some field or forest somewhere, usually. So let's see where we end up spawning on this one. Okay, so this is our third person character. And you can see that we can swap from third person to first person by double tapping on L1. So there's first person, third person. So you can only do that on a third person server. If you're logged into a first person server, you won't be able to see your character like this. It's a personal choice which one you want to do. Okay. So now we will exit. Okay, so just to recap, R3 saves your server to your favorites, so you can easily just find the server again on this list and log back in. Choose an official low pop server to begin with so that you can just learn the very basics without being overwhelmed with other players, etc. Change your filter settings to the map you want to play and the region you want to play it in. Your first-person character is tied to first-person servers. Your third-person character is tied to third-person servers. You can jump between servers, but your timer will be delayed as you log in and you'll be moved to a different position. This could be a good thing or a bad thing. Hope this helped you guys and helped you understand what's going on with your servers. I totally recommend you give it a good go. Keep trying. It's a tough game, especially at the beginning, but the more times you die, the better. So have fun out there, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next video.